Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Marshall here, bringing you another 1v1 from a recent tournament. This time again we're watching on Rotunda. This one is Kiwi in Gunmetal Grey, or I Don't Know What I'm Doing, against Ferretmaster in orange. Customary Neffel P2 for Ferret. Bots Mex Air Triple P Gen, as is customary as a build. Meanwhile for Kiwi, Bots Mex Air Triple P Gen is Theta Commander. One with the horrible expression that scared Nick away into victory last time. Actually, a relatively stable open build, triple fab from Kiwi against only 2 from Ferret. Interesting difference. Kiwi wants a faster base build by the looks of things. Ferret taking it slower and steadier. Scouts already out for both sides, really. Kiwi gets in there, sees a standard build. Ferret yet to do the same, coming in close now on the pizza slice spawn mechs. And there we go, sees them and is going to sit there waiting for these 3 mechs to maybe get a raid off. Snipe some fabs. Trying for some boom bots? Doesn't look like it. No, never mind. Back over. Goes. So this is Rotunda, while they tend to draw up their battle lines around the openings of the big open area here. Around this sort of boxy area. Tend to see a couple of factories go up, maybe some turrets and artillery pieces to guard these chokes on the way in. The alternative, of course, is to come around the back, expand down here. Try and lock down some of these choke points. Of course, the alternative is to go over the lava. We've got a few drifter paths if you want to use them, or indeed locusts. Can negotiate the lava. Be careful on both fronts there. Bots coming in from Kiwi. Gonna try and snipe away some fabs. Doesn't look like he'll find any. If he does, see some defensive docks with 2 boombots. He might just about get there. Got to be careful of the spark though. In we come. Can we get both? Oh, we can get 1. 1 of 2, but it was... Oh no! Oh no, the other one's not doing anything because that was given an assist command on that first fabricator. No way. So he doesn't know what to do now without his leader. This factory's going to start decaying. Unbelievable. Oh, that's very unfortunate. And Ferret's attention will be elsewhere rather than focusing on that. Oh, just saves it. Woof. God, that was a bit of a win there for Kiwi, unexpectedly so. Meant to get 2 fabs. He effectively did there for a brief time. Again, there's no need to push it in too far if you can do some adequate raiding without pushing in and losing your forces. Yes, down it goes. Radar on the front lines there, always a good idea. Get radar coverage. Bumblebee trying to find some targets. Load of fabs coming out, and this is something you'll also find at higher end play. Whether a fab is lost or not, there will be fabs put into the queue so that when fabs are lost, they're instantly replenished, or they're replenished in lieu of others being lost. And that means that not only do you have, in theory, a gradually growing supply of fabs, but it also means, therefore, by definition, that not to fall below a certain number of fabs. So you're always sending units out to replenish or gain expansions. And the same goes for your army as far as sending things out is concerned. You tend not to have a standing army in your base. Lower levels, I see a lot of hoarding of your army. It's not doing any good if it's in your base. Wants to be out on the front lines doing some raiding and some trading. That's where you want your army to be. That being said, you don't want to overextend your army there. Starting to lose units for no reason. Didn't really do a whole lot of damage there. Looks like it took out maybe a turret or a radar at best. Ooh, a couple of wins here for these strikers. 1 fab. 2. Oh, quite. That rock there. A bit of a pain for the defending forces. I'm going to try and get out in front of that, I reckon. Oh, not another 2. Not another 2. Oh. Hero striker. Right there. And a mechs. The little striker that could. D2 bots coming up from Kiwi. Potentially Locusts there. Will we see another reliance on late game air spam from Kiwi, perhaps? Have to see. Like he's only got the 1 air factory at the moment. Compared to Ferret's 2. Both going for the bots. Battle lines being drawn. You would expect. And don't worry about this. This is something you see a little bit in replays. Is sometimes metal sites, for some reason, don't appear, but they do exist. For some reason, haven't been rendered. The air comes in and finds an army with no AA in there, and Kiwi's air is not up to the task of dealing with that, and he will regret this. Spinner just about coming in now. I reckon that might force him into getting some more air factories. Problem with that many bombers is it's easy to go on striking missions over fabricators like this one. Careful of the Galata though. There is some there. Don't ideally want to lose units unnecessarily. A little bit of a surround here. Pushing out. Kiwi encircling a smidge. I'm forcing Ferret back on the retreat. Coming round though. Say on the retreat, not in the direct force of the army. Interesting. Kiwi, rather than pulling back to defend on here, is just going to head on up. Perhaps he feels like he can get enough defensive units in there. On the off chance we've got locusts coming out now. Keep an eye on those. I think we had a couple others elsewhere, didn't we? We here pushing in, managed to get through the turrets there. There's only 1 remaining. Just managing to stay out of its range there. Look at that. Finding a defensive army of slammers and thinking, oops, we got a little bit too far into the wilderness here. Just as they thought that thought, they were blown up. Same, really. Now the locusts gathered up to 3, I think. Yep. Ready to find their attack vector again. Kiwi really needs to scout before doing this. The air from Ferret is the problem for Kiwi, though. It'll be able to see this and therefore respond to it. Bombers aren't really good at dealing with locusts, but perhaps docks. Maybe in transition to Icarus, because we have seen in the past Icarus are very good at dealing with locusts. Coming out from Ferret as well with locusts. You're running them one at a time. There goes that Blue Hawk. Don't really see a lot of nomming happening, which is a bit of a shame, really. Needs more AA, Kiwi. I've got 3 spinners in there. That Air Force is looking mighty spooky at the moment. We are getting Galata up here and there, though, from Kiwi to block Ferret in. We've got some locusts coming in now. Turret's only just completed. Locusts running past. Don't finish off the turret and get shot in the back as it runs past. Needs more locust. Needs more everything, really, as far as Kiwi is concerned. Also needs more torpedoes. Taking after Nick in the last game. There you go. Build torpedoes, win games. Easy. Going for the T2 vehicles now as well is Kiwi. Just about survive. I don't think they will. Sniper bot should, in theory, get rid of those handedly. Ew. Not the bombers will finish them off. Kiwi looking a little bit precarious here, though. Again, still not enough AA around his armies. Nowhere near enough. A few boombots coming onto the field. Could that be a forecasting of a potential late game all or nothing? We'll have to wait and see. Didn't do a huge amount. We're now ready with the army's support, though. The superior numbers ready to go in. T2 air from Ferret. Gosh, everyone likes T2 air at the moment, mixing it up with all the T2s. The only thing we're missing now is orbital and titans and nukes. Okay, maybe we're missing a few things, but you get my point. He does like his walls. I'll tell you that much for nothing. The slammer blockade is there as the Infernos encroach. Oh, you can see the power of T2 just completely shreked that entire single file line of units, more or less. The sniper's up the back to help on the off chance, but this is a large force here for Kiwi. He can negotiate around the side of this to potentially use this other less defended choke point to maybe get in and around. And obviously the armies will move, but they won't have buildings to hide behind, for example. Air from Ferret is going to be Kiwi's biggest problem. Kiwi responding with any more air factories yet? No, only 2. That could potentially be a bit of an oversight. Tell you what else is an oversight. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it. Do it now. Bomber force. Looking mighty hefty. Look at this, no Galata. No AA. Sees the commander, does a little bit of damage to him. Sees a Faber army. Misses them, unfortunately, for Ferret. Rather fortunately for Kiwi. Has a good scout of the base. Sees what's in it. And still has bombers to survive afterwards. And stopping them over the P-gens. Unbelievable. If that doesn't wake Kiwi up to the problem, I don't know what will. He needs more resources to really be able to bolster things further, though. He is struggling now. And while Ferret has the larger army, values are similar. Kiwi has a nice line drawn across. Ferret with the big death blob. Kiwi, though, with only a T1 force, to be honest with you. Ferret there with a lot of slammers ready to push in on the Kiwi wall. Just about ready there. Defensive force desperately trying to bring itself up the walls, the panic walls. So going up as much as they can. I see some air factories going up from Kiwi in the bottom picture there, just next to the commander. See the blueprints. Or is it too little too late? This T2 force pushing in via the factories. On the front here. Levelers and Gillies to defend on the next back line. Blech. Whichever you so choose to consider it. Levelers too close as well. And now, not really any units left to defend against this. You can see in the picture-in-picture that the army just isn't there. This could be a hefty T2 push. Although I do see something in the back here from Kiwi, look. In this picture-in-picture here. Kiwi, this is where Kiwi's army is, in Ferret's back base. Let's keep monitoring that in picture-in-picture. That could be a problem. Panic mines from Kiwi. More factories going to go down, though. The triple mechs expansion behind the mountain face there will go down as well. Helter's starting to fire on Kiwi's forces as they come in. Both are pushing into each other's bases here. I feel like Ferret has the advantage because he doesn't have to send all of his army off to the front lines. And he's got T2 airs. That horse flies there. I'm going to have to move away from that push here because I see horse flies in Ferret's base. That's not good. Those gunships are great against weak targets. Not so great against things like levelers. That's what the gunships and kestrels are for, but the T2 air there is potent. T2 vehicle factory going down, though, is a bit of a win. We've got Hornets ready from Ferret as well. But there's another army coming in. And Kiwi has half the army size of Ferret. Mines are not going to be enough to obstruct this. We've got a skitter ready who can spot those mines. As long as that skitter is alive, the mines will be taken out. Now look, Ferret deciding not to commit with that army. I feel like he was sort of too far in to decide to pull back, to be honest with you. Probably lost more units in retreat than he would have done. Offset by the damage that he could have done by pushing in. Kiwi, though, look at the army there now. Getting ready. What's around the back? The air is the problem. Galata being set up by the Fabs pretty much everywhere. Horseflies are good against it. And the combination of that with Hornets now, 2 of them by the looks of things. That T2 Air Force is a worry. It's a big worry. The Galata wall is not going to be completed in time. The Fabs will go down there. The Galata, though, popping up into that Hornet. Not quite managing to finish it off. But this is a real problem for Kiwi. His infrastructure is falling by the wayside now. His additional air factories that he tried to pop up are no longer. T2 Eco that's keeping him in the game. Threatened as well by the Hornets and the T2 Air. The Galata just does not have the range against this now. Kiwi has this army that he's going to try and push up the middle, but I don't think he's going to be able to get into the base to threaten commanders. He's got to find a way of dealing with this air. And he's going to need more air factories than that. Really, he needs like an army of spinners to just run at that blob. But those Hornets combined with Blue Hawks and Gillies and Slammers is a killer. It really is. Coming in with some Horseflies just in case all the T1 in an army needs softening up. I don't really see a way that Kiwi pulls this back, personally. He's lost so much infrastructure and he hasn't even got all the mechs in his base now. Ferret's pushing up his front line into where Kiwi's front door was only 5 minutes ago. That T2 army just... Oh! There's no AA in it anymore. That is a huge, huge loss for Kiwi. That was basically his army. And he just doesn't have enough anti-air in it at all. Look at the army disparity now, 76 to 155. Half the value of Ferrets. Value there is different as well now. Commander threatened. Running away from the T2 Air. Sniper bots can in part deal with the Hornet missiles, but that's about it, really. Kiwi now really, really struggling. The metal. Building a teleporter. Interesting. Teleporter and some mends. Very, very interesting. What could he have planned here? Eric coming up with the nuke, playing with his food a little bit. Could he possibly have planned for that? We've got Pelicans ready to go and drop some mens on the front line to produce a teleporter. If he could sneak one in there, potentially do some damage. If he moves some vanguards with them, I think the radar jamming works even while in some of this stuff. Scout ahead. Scout ahead. Yeah. Drop and set. Drop. Quick. No way. Does Ferret see it? I think he does. Here comes the air. Is it going to happen? It's linked. The army's coming through. We've got snipers. We've got so many spinners. We've got so many spinners. Oh no. Oh no. Surprise spinners. Surprise spinners. Look at that. Now they just need to find the commander. The commander is looking worried. But the base is not there. Oh my word! What a play! What a play! Meanwhile, Kiwis is going. Who's going to do the most damage, I wonder? The teleporter's not there, so the commander can't walk into it. There's nothing to build a teleporter now, but my goodness. I feel like Kiwi's doing more damage, you know. Let's have a look. It's hard to tell. It really is, but the T2 factory, like all of the power. Look at Ferret's power. It's in the Stone Age. What a play. What a play. And now the T2 factory is getting licked by the flames of the Infernos. Ready to fall by the wayside. The commander, however, crucially, is still alive. The army values still favouring Ferret. What a play. Can Kiwi now turn it around? We've got stitches up the yin-yang. I don't know what import that has, but I just felt like saying that. But look at that. The game has essentially been reset. What a play. And he's ready to do it again. More surprise spinners. The nuke is on the way. Ferret desperately trying to get some power to allow that nuke to build. Ferret's metal is still intact. All of the T2 metal that's keeping that nuke launcher alive is still intact. The factory count is down to 8 though. Ferret cannot replenish his army fast. Kiwi, however, has the ability to do that. He just needs to get a bit more metal in gear. Men's on the way. We are ready. Once more. What a play. What a play. Dodge the air. Dodge the air. You don't want to go there. Dodge the air. No way is it going to happen again. Oh! Oh! Way. It is. It's going to happen again. And Ferret sees the radar, but I don't think he realises or has any power to do anything. The army's through and the vanguard's not there, look. The pips aren't there anymore because the vanguards are. Surprise army, hello. Commander now, having run that way, now has to run the other way. It's all about this nuke launcher. Can the commander survive? The triple laser turrets, though, are so potent. Focusing down that vanguard, now focusing down the dead air factory. Don't know why. But they are getting in close there. The panic turrets, the panic walls, the panic everything. Commander running. The vanguard is just tanking those. Look at that. The air comes in now for Ferret. The spinners aren't there anymore. The Hornets are. If that nuke goes down, if that nuke launcher goes down, it's been seen. Oh, Commander down to half health. Can Kiwi make it third time lucky? This army is looking dangerous. It could be curtains. It's going to come down to the wire. It's all going to come down to this last push. Can Kiwi make it happen? Does he indeed know what he's doing? We will have to see. That nuke is getting dangerously close to completion. In fact, it is. It's ready. He needs to worry about where that commander is. All he needs to do is find the commander and weaken it slightly. 10%, I think. Or was it 5? I forget. Something in that region. He's not using the mend dropping anymore. He's going to use some air fabs, I reckon, to go and pop it down. But here's the air. He's seen the commander. He's weakened it enough. The nuke is going to go. The nuke's going to fly. Although I'm not sure he needs it. After all that, he got stung by a hornet. Whoa, that was a good game. Oh! Gosh. Well, folks, let me know what you thought of that one in the comments. That was brilliant. As always, engagement helps me out, whether that be likes, subscribes, comments, or whatever. As always, I've been Marshall. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.